It's another random day. I'm trying to do this vlog, but I don't do very much in a day, basically. Yesterday I went to the beach with my sister-in-law. We stayed a couple of hours. Then we kind of came home and relaxed. My kids are in distance learning. Tomorrow's their last day distance learning, and then they start Monday in an actual school building, which I don't know how I feel. I'm happy that they're going to be out of the house because they need to get out of the house. They are so past stir crazy, it is insane. We're literally getting on each other's nerves. They, have been confined to a house, without any socialization for about 6 months. I mean, socialization with like immediate family, like my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my husband's grandmother and grandfather. Yeah, a couple of cousins here and there, but nothing where it's an everyday stimulus of of like socialization with friends their own age and things like that. It's just been like super difficult for them. And on top of all that, the new car that I got, it is a used car. It's a 2004 Ford Expedition, is now acting crazy on me. I don't know what's going on, and we've been dealing with that mess. And I have to still bring my husband to and from work because he hasn't had a chance to work on fixing his car. So it's been a strain on me because I feel like all the stress that I've been putting on this car is why it's acting all kinds of crazy. It is what it is. We have to deal with it. But yeah, so then that's that stress. That's what's been going on in my life lately. I went and got my hair done. You guys saw that in the beginning of this video, but I'm getting ready to take it off. I already started pulling some of the hair out. So today I'm going to be taking my braids out just because my head is itching, girl. And I need to be able to go wash my hair. So I'm going to go wash my hair. Yesterday I forgot to put sunscreen on my legs, and I forgot to put sunscreen on my scalp. Not realizing, I have braids on just because I never really go to the beach like that. So I forgot to put sunscreen on my scalp, and I burnt my scalp. Yeah, burnt my scalp. And I burnt my legs. First time ever that I burn my legs. I never burn my legs because my legs never get color. So this is like a complete surprise to me that I burnt my legs. And at that, I burnt the front of my legs because my sister-in-law, I expected us to stay a lot longer than what we did. My sister-in-law wanted to leave early, which was funny to me. I didn't get to flip on my back and really get any color on the back side of my legs or my back or anything like that. And yeah, so I only burnt the front of my legs. It's insane to me, but that's what it is. I guess the next time I go to the beach, I will just lay on my belly so that I can get some tan on the back of my legs. But yeah, so it's been crazy. It's just been, it's what it is. So work-wise for me, I think I'm going to be going back part-time. I just don't know the hours that I'm going to be going back. I feel like I'm just going to be going back during the day because if my husband starts working in the afternoon, I could work during the day for a few hours, and then I'll be back in time to pick up the babies. Then I think if I do 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, that gives me 30 hours. That's technically not part-time, it's full-time almost, but I don't know, maybe 6 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 4 days a week, if they can work it that way. I have to talk to my boss, and I'm sure they're not going to. I'm sure they're not going to have me come in every day at 8 o'clock because we open at 10 right now, and from 8 to 10, what am I going to be doing? I'll be cleaning and like putting stuff. And for my department, I'm so confused as to how to do this because my position, I work for the beauty department in a department store, and my position, the hourly hours or the hours for that position are like a mid shift from 10 to 6, 11 to 7, 12 to 8. Those are the type of hours they want to give me, and it's kind of hard for me because I have kids that come out of school. I have babies that are in daycare, and they're in daycare until 6 o'clock. So I don't know what to do. I told my boss that I was thinking of coming back part-time, which I know that leaves her feeling some type of way because of the full-time position. I was hired as a full-timer, which makes me so stressed out. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know what to do, what to think. I'm just like, I'm so stressed out with work. I like being a stay-at-home mom. It is just easier for me with the kids. So, I don't know. I have to figure myself out. I truly do. Because this is not going to get any better for me. I have to, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. This car. I just want to make it home. I really just want to make it home. I got in the wrong lane because I didn't realize this truck was like gonna take forever and a day to fucking drive. So yeah, same stresses, mom stress, because I am a mom. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing my mom stress. Definitely. I'm tired of having it. But I'm going to continually have mom stress for, I'm going to say, the rest of my life. As my mother would tell me, the rest of your life, you're going to be worrying for the rest of your life. Stuff like that. My 14-year-old is really, really struggling. And my 12-year-old is struggling. My 8-year-old is struggling. I help as best as I possibly can. Because quite honestly, there isn't much that I can do. I have to, I tell them all the time, I'm doing the best that I can in a situation that we can't control, in a world that we live in now. They're not fond of having to wear masks to school. They're not fond of having to do, their work online now versus papers. But that's the world that we live in right now. We have to wear masks. We have to social distance. We have to be 6 to 8 feet away from each other. We have to try to do everything electronically because we're trying to stop the virus from spreading. And paper exchange is going to spread the virus even more. So, I'm trying to make them understand, but they're kids, and to them, it's an inconvenience. And I am struggling as a parent because I'm trying to do the opposite of what my mom did growing up with me. Like, I wasn't allowed to have an opinion, emotions. It's like what my mother said was it, and that's it. Whether she was right or wrong, that the whole point was that she was my mother and she said it, and that was it. I had to have respect. I wasn't able to talk back. I wasn't able to say an opinion. I wasn't able to say nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was invalid. Like, what I said, thought, felt didn't matter. But I'm trying to not be like that with my kids because I want them to feel like they matter. Their opinion is worth something, because I don't want them growing up the way that I did. Feeling like I don't have very much self-worth. I know that I have self-worth. I know that. So it's like, I want them to feel that as well. They need to know that they are worthy. That they can have an opinion. They can feel different emotions. They can be angry. They can be sad. They can be depressed. Back when I was growing up, there was no such thing as depression. Nobody had depression. It's like, depression, what's that? Sorry that my camera is shaking. And I'm on the highway now because girl needs to get home. So sorry if you're seeing this and it's like crazy. Let's see if I can hold it. But yeah, it's just been quite a few, you know, it's just been a lot of antsiness in my house. I hope that with them actually being outside and maybe seeing everything firsthand, hearing it from like their peers and like their experiences, maybe it may mellow my children out a little bit more to know that they aren't the only ones in the world dealing with this craziness, because I feel like they feel like they're the only ones, and it doesn't help that we live in like the shittiest neighborhood ever, because I can't even send my kids outside to like to like go outside and play, not even in the backyard, because it's just, it sucks where we live. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so off the highway, a little less bouncy, but yeah, so I'm kind of just dealing with that kind of stuff. I haven't really gone anywhere. Like I said, my car is acting up, so I haven't really went anywhere. I went to Target, you guys saw that a little bit, and then I went to the beach, and that's pretty much it. I've been home. I did go to the Dollar Tree. Maybe I'll do like my unbagging of the Dollar Tree, because I bought a bunch of decorations. Dollar Tree is where it's at. Like, I was obsessed. I wanted to do my my house decorations, and Dollar Tree had like the most cutest decorations ever for $1. And then the dollars, they do pile up, just so you know. You get a little crazy like I did. I spent $80 in just decorations for my house. Not just decorations, I shouldn't say just decorations. I actually bought some decorations. I bought some platters. I bought some plates, napkins, and things, because we're having a Halloween party. I wanted to do a Halloween party for the are you kidding me? I want to do a Halloween party for the kids. Get me home, girl. Just get me home. I'm about like 4 minutes away. Please and thank you. Please and thank you in advance, girl. You got this. You got this. And yes, I talk to my car, because if you're not sweet to your car, you're not sweet to your, you know, your things, they won't be sweet back. So I need to be nice and sweet to my car, because she need to get me home to my children. I don't think I'm going anywhere today, but like I said, we was on the Dollar Tree thing. Dollar Tree is where it's at. Love Dollar Tree. You guys definitely need to check out Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is, like I said, where it is at, because I got quite a few things at Dollar Tree. It's awesome. I do have a couple other places that I need to hit up. You know, Party City, Spirit Halloween, Walmart. Target didn't really have a very big selection out yet. I wanted to go to like, I don't want to go crazy and do like home decor on like my house, like, you know, autumn home decor type thing, because I don't own this house. First off, we don't have the space, because we just don't, and I don't find that my house looks cute enough to decorate. When I have my own house, yes, last week of August coming into September 1st, which is the beginning of spooky season, my house will be definitely nice and spookified inside, and then it's going to be spooktacular outside, because I am a spooky bitch. I love Halloween. I love the autumn time. I don't like Thanksgiving, because I gotta fucking cook, like, forget about it. And I don't like Christmas, because I am not a Christmas girl. My Christmas is Grinchmas. I am a Grinch, and I never not say that I'm a Grinch, because I am a Grinch. Don't like Christmas. Yes, we do celebrate Christmas, and I do buy gifts for my kids and things like that. But I am not a fan of Christmas. Christmas is not my thing. Ever since I was a little girl, I didn't like Christmas. I just didn't. And my father passed away a little after Christmas and things like that. So I have traumatic, stuff that has happened with regards to Christmas. So, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get into my parking. All right, we're home. Yay! Because Lord knows I need to just get home. So now I'm home, and I'm gonna be home for the rest of the day. Probably editing some videos and uploading a video and filming a couple videos, maybe, possibly. We don't know. We'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end this vlog here because don't have anything else. Tomorrow I'm going to the pediatrician with my son, and then we'll be home. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell down below so you can get notified every time I upload videos, which is 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, you know, if life permits. I am almost at 100 subscribers, guys. So you guys, I'm so appreciative of you guys. Thank you so very much. I just love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and listening and watching my tutorials and my videos, and thanks for the support. I can't thank you guys enough. I am so excited. I want to do a giveaway when I hit 100 because that was my first goal from like 3.5 years ago. And yes, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do this giveaway. It's gonna be some a little bit of makeup, a little bit of skincare. You know, I'm excited. Thank you so much, you guys. I adore you guys. And yeah, thank you so much again, and I will see all you beauties in my next video. Bye.